Okay, this is probably going to be one of the dumbest videos I've made, but that is my channel's theme song. People always ask me about it, so I'm actually just going to show you really quick. It is dead simple. So, pretty much, first of all, I have a drum track here. Back then, I used to just put very little effects on stuff. I don't use this program anymore, Easy Mix. It basically does pretty much nothing. A little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression here and there. And the drums themselves are made with Easy Drummer. So that's another software piece that I recommend. So here's the drum track. I have mixed the parts individually. We have a kick, snare, crash cymbal, hats, which is more like a floor hat. I'll isolate them. That would be like somebody tapping with their foot, pretty much. And then the ride cymbals. So you can hear the whole drum track together is basically this. Now you'll notice that really the ride cymbal should have been right, but I put it left because it sounded better on the left side, and that's because I have other instruments on here. So that is the drums. That is it. Here we have the bass line, which is just this. Very, very simple. And again, just to show you, there's nothing on here except for some EQ rolling off the low end, and then this is just some tape drive. Again, I don't use this software anymore, but I did at the time. This was 5 years ago. So just to show you, this is without it. Like I said, it's very, very mild. It doesn't really do anything. So yeah, bass and drums. Next, we have the rhythm. So there's two rhythm guitars, one on the left, one on the right. I like to do that because I feel like it makes it more balanced. This one, I believe, was actually the Rickenbacker. So this is a 325, just doing John Lennon style chords. It's unmistakable tone. And then this one, I believe, was the Tennessean, and I was doing the Chunka Chunka blues rhythm, so it's this. And together, they sort of complement each other. So far, without the main riff, it's just this. And then the main riff itself is also dead simple. It's just a couple of these George Harrison bends. And then this little riff that I'll show you more about in a second. And then this is just a straight double. That's also on the Tennessean. And you can see I have them panned left and right very, very mildly just to sort of fill out the stereo space together. See, they're actually not really lined up perfectly at the end, but kind of makes it sound cool. And then here, I just wanted to show you this, where that riff actually came from. Many years ago, I wrote a song that wasn't really a great song. Let me reduce the volume here because I used to mix everything too loud. The song was called Never Gonna Break Your Heart. I think there's a full version of it on YouTube, but here was my instrumental demo, and it kind of ends the same way as the night before.
I love her every day, as long as I hear her say,
Yeah, so anyway, that was the song way back in the day, probably like at this point, like probably like 15 years ago or something. I had a friend, I still have a friend. His name is Christophe, and he lives in France. And he liked the song, so he actually basically just recorded drums and 12 string on top of my demo. So we did this take one.
I love you, and I'm never gonna break your heart. I love you, and I'm never gonna break your heart.
So that ending part, I liked it. And I remember I told Christoph, can you rework the riff? I kind of want it to sound, I told him, similar to the night before. That was actually the inspiration for this whole sort of theme song. So here's his original riff. And then we re-recorded it, and we did some cleaner drums, and we got this.
I love you, and I'm never gonna break your heart. I love you, and I'm never gonna break your heart.
So that's it. It's pretty damn close. It's not actually the right exact riff, but that riff that Christoph wrote was perfect. I went, yes, I love it. And that's the one we used for the song. Here's his riff isolated. Amazingly, I still have this isolated track. Make this a little bit louder. So he actually slid up on the low strings right here. Mine is a little different if I match his to my key. So he came up with this genius ending part. This intro I modified slightly. So what I did on my intro, you're going to probably laugh at this. My notes here, I kind of stole the notes from Black Dog. So listen to this. So instead of sliding up on the low string, I started on the A string. And in fact, watch this. If I take the first note of the song, I stick it right there, I basically have the Black Dog riff. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the riff. Years later, when I was writing the theme song, I made this arrangement, kind of like the night before. And then I thought about that old riff that Christoph had done. I tried it with the low string originally as he had written it. It was a little bit muddy. And so I figured, oh, putting those a little bit higher strings and not doing the low note on the E string sounded better. Versus either way, it was a effing great riff that Christoph came up with. And I guess I really owe it to him because that ending part is my favorite. And that's what he came up with. So what can I say? That's my channel's theme song. Hope you enjoyed this video.